Welcome back to part 2, lumbar stenosis. Thank you for joining me. Here's where I show you what to do about it. So many people tell me that there's nothing they can do about it. That's just what they have to live with, and I don't buy it. I see every day people that do these movements have success, they get rid of their pain, and they go back to their activities. So we talked about in part 1 how the hole where the nerve comes out in the lumbar spine is dynamic. That hole can open up and it can close down with movements. We know that there's 3 movements specifically that can make that hole bigger. We're going to pretend like my left side lower back is hurting today and that I have stenosis. We've got 2 positions we're going to be in. Sitting is the first one. I'm going to do 3 movements in the sitting position. The first movement, I'm going to spend 20 repetitions where I go into flexion to make that hole bigger. I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to reach down to the ground, back and forth 20 times. The second motion is I'm going to take my hands up and I'm going to reach to my right side 20 times. Again, this is for left-sided lumbar stenosis. And the third motion is going to be, I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to rotate to the left, and again I'm going to do that 20 times. I'm going to try that 2 to 3 times a day. I'm going to give it about 2 weeks, and I should have a very nice open hole in my lumbar nerve root. Should be very happy. We also know that the hole is closed through movements in the hips, and specifically the front of the hips is what oftentimes creates pain when we walk. So I'm going to show you number 2 exercise or stretch that you can do for the front of your hips before you walk in order to reduce the amount of lumbar pain that you have from stenosis. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab a chair, I'm going to put my foot up on the chair, I'm going to have this foot nice and straight, and I'm going to simply do 3 things. I'm going to drive my hips forward, stretching the hip flexor, 30 seconds. I'm going to take my hips and go side to side, 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go around in circles for 30 seconds. I'm going to try the other side as well. I'm going to do that 2 to 3 times a day, and I'm going to give it about 2 weeks,